Good evening, everybody, and welcome to week three's update. For those of you who are wondering, no, this is not getting any more comfortable for me or any easier for me. I can't say that I enjoy it, but I will continue nevertheless because I have had some good feedback from people saying that they do find it useful. So thanks for the feedback. And also for the questions on whether or not I have indigestion. No, I think that's just part of me finding this uncomfortable. Anyway, nothing major to report. We are still operating. We are still in business. So that's always good news. PPE is now being dispatched this week and is out. If you feel as though you haven't got the right PPE, please do let your line manager know. If you don't feel that's getting you anywhere, then please email me, let me know. But the PPE is in. We will continue to buy PPE. I don't see that once this crisis is over, that we'll stop buying PPE. We will probably have to stockpile some PPE for the inevitable event of this potentially happening again. So yeah, in terms of care homes, that's something that we see in the press a lot at the moment. Outbreaks, high fatality, high morbidity rates in care homes. So something to be conscious about. I'm going to attach to this message now the company RAMs that we've created specifically about how we proceed when we're on site, and those RAMs will cover PPE. It's your duty to please make sure that you follow those, and obviously if you're feeling ill, don't come to work. That's essential as well, but follow the RAMs. We have contacted all of our clients who provide care home facilities and extra care facilities, and we've asked them to give us the site procedures. So we will have specific site procedures as well that you'll come across from time to time that will assist us. But the RAMs will be attached to this. Please ensure you follow those RAMs at all times, protecting you and potentially our clients as well. So an update on furlough. We employ 130 people. We've furloughed 33 people. So we're about 10% that we've reduced the amount of staff. That is due for review next week. So we envisage bringing back more people next week from furlough. We don't necessarily envisage furloughing anybody else unless, and this is a moving target, circumstances change with our clients. But again, I'll keep you updated. You'll obviously get the news via your line managers if anything changes, but we don't envisage that at this point. We're actually now looking at, as the board are meeting yesterday morning, one of the key points there is mobilisation. We need to be looking at when we're coming back. We've set a date now to open back up for business at the 11th of May. That's Monday the 11th of May. We're judging that on what we are seeing forecasted in other countries and some of the rhetoric that's coming from government. So that's what we're looking to do. Again, it's a moving target. We could be made to look daft on that, but we need to have a plan in place. So as far as we're concerned, it's getting back to business, albeit maybe with still some restrictions in place, but we predictions have a habit of being wrong sometimes. We predict that the 11th of May is when the government would probably suggest some businesses are back and some of the restrictions are lifted. So that's the mobilisation we're working on. So it's a positive step that we are now talking about getting back to work. During this period, we also need to look, if you look at what's going on with the current government, Boris Johnson obviously contracted the disease, which is unfortunate, and depending on your viewpoint. But there still needs to be some sort of contingency. I think in terms of the government, that's probably the one thing that maybe they haven't, or other things, but certainly that's prevalent at the moment is that you need to have the deputy in a time of a crisis. And if something happens to me, I've made sure that there's a deputy in place. If something, God forbid, happens to me or my family or any of you, and that's the sad reality of this. But Mike Crook would be, as operational director, would deputise as managing director to cover off all of my duties. As far as the government are concerned, at the moment, it kind of seems like Boris has gone, and actually, by the sounds of the convalescing that he's going to have to do in Chequers, he's going to be off for another month. So you need somebody in charge rather than this power vacuum of all the people that seem to now be taking control. So, and in each department, we need to do that as well. And we've obviously, part of the business continuity is to make sure we've got that in place. We're hopefully never without a captain of the ship in all of from the top all the way down. Unfortunately, in times like this, we do have to consider mortality, which could be considered quite depressing. But you know what? You can put a spin on this as well to say that it helps us to prioritise. Suddenly you're being told that there is a pandemic, that mortality rates are going to go up through the roof, then that is a depressing thought. But potentially that's not. Potentially that helps you to put positivity on it, to help you to put purpose in life, prioritise what's important, and take opportunities. Because if you think today is your last day, then you will certainly, and that's some people live life like that. Today is your last day, so missed opportunities, you need to take them. Thanks again for all of your sustained efforts through all of this. It really is appreciated. When I was asked back at the beginning of March, when we were told what was just about to happen, God knows what was going to happen to the business. God knows what was going to happen to all of our jobs. And we can see unemployment rates going through the roof. But if you ask me now, I believe we are in a strong position, and the business will still be here after this. And we will gain from this, and the strength of the business will gain from this. And that's all down to the fact that everybody has made a really good effort, fantastic effort, in order to maintain the business throughout this. So I really appreciate everybody's efforts again, and I will see you again next week. Thanks very much.